Alright guys, how's it going? It is officially muzzleloader season here in Kansas. It actually has been for a couple days now, but it's been in the mid-90s and had no desire to go out. But today it's like 68 degrees and it's only supposed to get to like 72 today. It's a 20-degree temperature drop from yesterday. A little bit of rain showers are kind of around. We might get hit if we're out here for too long, but I think we'll be fine. But an awesome day in Kansas, which you hope for in September, middle of September. So we got two muzzleloaders to shoot today. This is the one. This is one of them, and then we have another one in the back of the truck. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Muzzleloaders are never. It's a love-hate relationship. I love the season. I love the opportunity, but they can be a pain in the butt sometimes. But I've kind of, over the years, I've figured out what works best for us. Everybody's different. We've had a lot of friends come out with muzzleloaders, and everybody seems to have their own way of doing it. But I'll kind of give you guys a quick rundown on how we like to do it, and we've had the best luck with, and the most consistency. So this gun's already pretty clean. Because we cleaned it before we put it away last year, so not really much has to go on this first shot. But what we like to do between every single shot is basically take the gun apart and fully clean it. We have like a little quick breech system on this gun, so we can just pop it out with our fingers. And so every time we take one shot, pop the breech out, we put a couple wet patches through it, a couple dry patches through it. We scrub the first little bit with the little brush thing we have, and we'll show you all that after the first shot. So our gun's clean. I put this back inside. Remember where it goes. That's pretty good. Alright, we're going to shut this. Got our little pellets. I wouldn't say I recommend these. They make the gun so dirty. They're quick and easy, and every year I'm going to tell myself I'm going to like reload my own powder charges, and I never do. But if you have the time or desire, I would highly recommend it. It makes your gun a lot cleaner. But I'm lazy. We usually do 100 grains, because usually our shots are usually less than 80 yards. This year I'm going to bump it up though to 150. Just because at one particular spot I plan on shooting my deer, hopefully, maybe tonight. It's going to be at least 100 yard, 150 yard, 170 yard shot probably. So we're going to bump it up this year and see what happens. Horny bullets, we have 6 for this gun. So I'm hoping to only use like 2 or 3 to sight this in. Again, wouldn't recommend it, but there's bullet storage everywhere. I'm actually having a buddy bring me another box tomorrow. So we literally just got to get 3 sighting in and a couple for tonight's hunt. Yeah, not really great. Now another thing people have told me over the years is try to be really careful of like not bending like this. Not to get the first little bit straight. I guess it makes a pretty big difference. Everything with these muzzle loaders makes a difference. Any little tweak. So these horny bullets load really nice. I'm just trying to stay nice and consistent. Another thing I was told is you never want to, some people like to throw it down. I was told don't do that. I don't know if it makes a difference or not. I don't. Whatever you decide to do, the thing I suggest is do the same thing every time. Now we're ready to fire. So we're going to get this, we're only at 50 yards today for now, and then if it shoots good, I'm going to shoot one shot at 50 yards, really take my time. This gun, I've never shot this gun with 150 grains of powder, so sure it's going to be a little off, but it should be pretty close. And then I have a ballistic chart on my phone. I'm going to try to make it exactly where it should be at 50, and then go back to 100 and take hopefully one, maybe 2 shots at 100, and we hopefully should be good. We'll see. But we're going to get all this set up, and then we will show you guys firing the gun. Alright guys, first shot. Left and right was good. High was quite a bit higher than I wanted to be, but semi-expected that because I did put 50% more powder than this gun was previously sighted in for. So take that out. As you can see, just in one shot, it's just so gross. I wonder if you can let the smoke clear out of there, and I'll show you down that gun. But I'm gonna walk down there, figure out exactly how high I was, and so I know where to move it. But I'll be right back. 4.5 inches high, a little bit to the right. I'm not going to move that. That might have been me. I don't think so, but if I'm right on the next shot, I'll move it then. But so according to the Hornady website, these bullets I'm shooting, to be where I want them to be, I have to be 2 inches high at 50 yards, and I'm 4.5 inches high. So I have to come down 2.5 inches. One click's a 1/4 inch at 100 yards. So that would mean one click is 1/8 of an inch at 50 yards. That's the thing a lot of people don't realize if you're shooting. It's set at 100 yards, but if you're closer or further, it multiplies or divides. So 200 yards, one click's a 1/2 inch. At 50 yards, one click's 1/8 of an inch. So I need to bring it down 2.5 inches. So what would the math be on that? 2 inches is 16, and another 1/2 is 4. So I bring it down 20 clicks. Might seem like a lot, guys, but bear with me. First one. You can see, guys, absolutely filthy. What I usually do, just turn it right back, turn it around, so you can get the other side. So you save a little bit on patches. That right at that breach, where the breach ends, is your dirtiest part, so I can swab that a little bit. Just disgusting. So we do that. We do a second one. And depending on your gun, depending on the powder you use, this could be different for everybody. This is what I like to use. Like I said, consistency is key. So, it's been 2 patches, ran twice each. Now I'll do a dry patch. All because I'm lazy and don't want to put the time to make my own charges with actual black powder. Pretty good. You're not gonna be able to see it, but the first right here, about this much, super caked on still. So, get yourself one of these, and just oh yeah, we're getting there. Still pretty dirty, but a whole lot better. I'm happy with that. You see in there?
Yeah.
So you see there's a little bit of residue, if you can see it in the first little bit, but it's way better than it was, and plenty clean to shoot again. So, reach back in. And you're ready to go. We're gonna get this gun loaded back up, move back to 100 yards, and we'll see you guys there. All right, guys, another thing I remembered just now, which kind of sucks because I just shot without doing it. Another guy told me, it actually made sense a little bit, and I've actually seen some truth to it. If you're gonna shoot with your ramrod in your gun, practice with your ramrod in your gun. I know it sounds stupid, and you forget to do it a lot because you're at the range and you want to have it out, but little stuff like that makes a little bit of difference. Like I said, consistency is key with these guns. So we're back to 100 yards. I'm hoping to be, double check this, but I believe it's 3 inches high at 100 yards. Yes. My goal here is to be 3 inches high at 100, which would be 2 inches high at 150, and 3 inches low at 200. These guns drop like a rock after 150 yards. So, give her a go. Rain's coming, so. All right, guys, it's starting to rain on us. I'm actually gonna call it good for this. Maybe we'll get some stuff done. It was 2 inches high, 2.5 inches high at 100. I want to be 3 inches high at 100, but that could have been a little bit of me. Whatever. I'm not gonna be too worried. But I don't plan on shooting a deer past 150 yards. With this, it's only a fixed 6-power scope, which I know is still plenty out there. People have done it forever, but I like to be super confident in my shot. So we're gonna call it good. We're not gonna shoot the other muzzleloader today. We'll probably do it either tonight or tomorrow. I don't like shooting muzzleloaders in the rain with all the powder and stuff. So we're gonna get this gun clean, load it up, and ready for tonight. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a video. It is officially deer season here in Kansas. Early muzzleloader season started a couple days ago, but we're actually got all our stuff. We're about 50 yards from our blind. It's really close where we parked in this particular setup, so I don't really want to talk in the blind too much or whatever. So I figured we'd do the thing. Plus, it's kind of like raining on and off, and I want the camera wet and stuff. So we're at our spot. We call it Texas. There's a bunch of deer in here. Quite a few mature bucks, actually, at least 3 that I know of. Maybe even a couple more, but there's only one in particular that we're going after tonight. We call him Vixen, or we can kind of call him Flyer more or less the last couple of years. But he's an 8.5-year-old buck. We've been trying to kill him for 4 years now. This is the 4th year we've been hunting him, and we've never been able to get him. So he's a pretty cool deer. We'll put a picture of him somewhere, a couple pictures up. And he has been hitting this decently regularly, and it's a huge cold front. It's 70, like 4 degrees, and the whole last week's been like 95. So it's 20 degrees colder. Some like rainstorms have been coming through all day. It's cloudy, it's chilly. We have about 3.5 hours for dark, and we're gonna get in the blind. But I want to give you guys a little rundown before we get all dressed up in orange and stuff. We will probably catch up with you guys in the blind, but I want to do this so I can actually talk to you without whispering. So, all right, guys, you made it to our spot. We had to do a little work to the blind. It was one of the legs broke, but we got it all fixed up. We got about 3 hours till dark. We're in Texas, like I said. Wow, that was thunder. It's kind of starting to rain a little bit on and off, nothing serious. We haven't really gotten them out so far today, but I forgot my binoculars, so that sucks. This is like one of the few spots we have that you could really use them. But I have the scope, which I hate using, and we also have the camera. So the deer we're going after is super recognizable. I'm not really worried about that. So it doesn't really hurt you guys. It just kind of hurts me with judging other deer. So, but yeah, we're gonna sit tight. What we're sitting over today is a bean field. First year beans in this food plot. So they're about that tall. We got like a huge, horrible drought this whole summer. Then I overseeded it a couple weeks ago with a fall blend. The Stratton Seed Legacy. It's got like a bunch of 12 different stuff in it, and it's coming up, and it's about that tall in some spots, probably about that tall average. It's some places it's taller, so it's not. So it's actually looking pretty good. Looks like the deer are hammering it. I walked down there to change the chip, and almost every beanstalk I saw was nipped off. So the deer are definitely in here. Like I said, there's several mature shooters, I guess, but we're only looking for one. The other ones we're gonna pass on if we see. I'm confident we're gonna probably see one of the mature bucks. I think we're gonna see a lot of deer tonight. We'll see. There's also a bull elk in here, which if you didn't know, we have elk on this property. They come and go, but right now we have one bull. It's a 6x5. He's pretty nice. I'm probably gonna shoot him if I see him. It's season's open for him, so yeah, I expect to see deer in about an hour, hopefully, an hour and a half. We're gonna sit tight. Just enjoy the evening. It's a little warm from walking to the camera and fixing the blind, stuff like that. A little sweaty, but we have a nice, perfect 5-6 mile an hour breeze right in our face. It's absolutely gorgeous out. So stay tuned, and we'll probably catch you when we start seeing deer. What's wrong with this thing? I just haven't been to the dentist in 10 years. I gotta get some teeth. Alright guys, how's it going? We're back in the little editing room back at the ranch. Pretty disappointing last like 10 days of deer season. Really bad actually, but made it through it. Never shot anything, saw some okay bucks, but nothing like what we had on cameras and what I know is around. So we are dumping footage now. Me and Cody are packing up. We're going back to Alaska for a couple weeks to do all kinds of fun stuff there. And then we'll be back in Kansas before Halloween for the good time, actually the really good deer hunting time, and then obviously big duck season if you're into that stuff. So thanks for watching. Sorry we couldn't have more. We tried our best. We hunted hard, hunted smart. Just rough time of year. This is the time of year all the food sources are changing. Leaves are falling off the beans. The corn's being picked. The acorns are dropping. Food plots are coming up. It's lots going on. A lot of stuff's moving around. Deer are moving around a lot, and just not being very daily active. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you back with more deer hunting videos when we get back around Thanksgiving or Halloween. So stay tuned for those guys.